Hello everyone, myself Mayank Verma. I am the student of MCA integrated course. I am doing MCA from IIPS in DIV. My roll number is ISC 2K1769. Today I will explain you printf, BC and script commands and test your understanding questions of 8 chapter from 1 to 5. Printf, BC and script command in Unix. Printf an alternative to echo, BC the calculator, script recording your session. Now first we will see printf an alternative to echo. The printf command is available on most modern Unix system and is the one you should use instead of echo. Like echo, it exists as an external command. It's only the base shell that has printf built in. The command in its simplest form can be used in the same way as echo. Here is the example of printf command. Double quotes, no file name entered /n. Now you can see the output will be displayed as uh, same as in the double quote, no file name entered. Printf also accepts all escape sequences used by echo, but unlike echo, it doesn't automatically insert a new line unless the /n is used explicitly. Printf also uses formatted string in the same way the C language function of the same name uses them. Here is the another example of printf. My current sale is %s/n. Now $sale is a sale variable which is passed in a printf command as an argument. On the next line you can see the output my current sale is and the value of the sale variable in which directory your sale is placed. The percentage format string act as a placeholder for the value of $sale. Percentage is the standard format used for printing string. Printf uses many of the formats used by C's printf function. Here are some of the common used one. Percentage for string, %30 is as above but printed in a space 30 characters void. %d for decimal integer, %6d as above but printed in a space 6 characters void. %o for octal integer, %x for hexadecimal integer, %f for floating point numbers. Here is the another example of printf. The value of 255 is %o in octal and %x in hexadecimal /n 255 which means that it converts the 255 to octal and hexadecimal values. You can see the output in the next line. The value of 255 is 377 in octal and FF in hexadecimal. Now BC the calculator. When you invoke BC without arguments, the cursor keeps on blinking and nothing seems to happen. But belongs to a BC belongs to a family of commands called filters that accepts the input from the keyboards when used without an argument. K in the following arithmetic expression and then use Ctrl D to quit BC. Here is the example of BC command. BC entered some arithmetic expression is in the next line. 12 plus 5 will result 17 and Ctrl D to exit from quit from the BC. BC shows the output of computations in the next line. Start BC again and then make multiple calculations in the same line using the semicolon as a delimiter. The output of each computation is, however, shows in the separate line. You can see this example 14 multiply 12 multiply 12 semicolon 2 to the power 32 will result 144 is the value of 12 multiplied 12 and 2 to the power 32 result will be displayed in the next line. BC perform only integer computation and truncates the decimal portion that it sees. This shows up clearly when you divide two numbers. Now you can see 9 divided by 5 will result 1.8. Now it truncates the 0.8 values and display 1 in the output. To enable floating point computation, you have to set scale to the number of digits of precision before you k in the expression. Scale to 17 divided by 7 will result 2.42 because of you give the scale equal to 2. It will truncate the values come after the 42 and display the result 2.42. BC is quite useful in converting numbers from one base to another. For instance, when setting IP address 17.13 in the network, you may need to convert binary numbers to decimal. Set IBase input base to 2 before you provide a number. Here's the example. You can see IBase equal to 2 means you provide input as a binary form and it will produce the result in the decimal form. You can see in the next line 202. The reverse is also possible, this time with O base. O base means output base. O base equal to 2 means that you provide some decimal value like 14 and it will convert it into the binary form 1110. Now we will come to the script recording your session. This command virtually unknown to many Unix users. Let's you record your login session in a file. You will find it useful to store in a file all keystrokes as well as output and error messages. You can later view the file. If you are doing some important work and wish to keep a log of all your activities, you should invoke this command immediately after you log in. Now this is the example of the script. When you type script and enter, then this will produce the message script started file is TypeScript. TypeScript. This means that you entered you entered a new child cell in your login cell. The prompt result and all your keystroke that you now entered here get recorded in the file TypeScript. After your recording is over, you can terminate the session by entering exit. You can see the next exit. When you type exit, this will and enter, this will produce the message exit script type done. Script done. File is a type script. You can now view file with the cat command. Script overwrite any previous TypeScript that may exist. If you want to append to it or want to use a different log file, you can consider using this argument. Script -a for append to an existing file TypeScript. Script log file log activities to file log file. Now we will come to the test your understanding questions of 8 chapters from 1 to 5. Question number first: why does the cell need to expand wildcards? How does it treat the asterisk when used as an argument to a command like echo asterisk? Because they means nothing to the command, a asterisk is expanded to match all file name in the current directory. It means that it matches all files name in the current directories in which you are active. Now come to the question number second: what is the significance of command ls asterisk dot asterisk? The command lists all the file name where a dot occurs anywhere in the file name as except at the beginning. Now come to the next question. Question number 3: how do you remove only the hidden files of your directory? Does rm asterisk remove those files as well? The command rm dot rm dot bracket not rm dot bracket exclamatory sign not symbol dot bracket close asterisk remove all files beginning with a dot except dot and double dot. rm asterisk doesn't remove this file because of asterisk does not matches the dot file and remove it. Now question number 4: match the file name chap a, chap b, chap c, chap x, chap y, chap z with a wildcard expression. Now you can see the answer. Chap in brackets we give the range a to c and x to z. It means that after the chap it will match all files including this character comes into the bracket. In this format it matches all the chap a, chap b, chap c, chap x, chap y and chap z files. Now come to the question number 5: is the wildcard expression while brackets 3 dash h bracket close asterisk valid? Yes, because the 3 has a higher value than E in ASCII collating sequence. Yeah, you can know that you already know the ASCII values. In ASCII collating sequence, 3 has the higher value than E, so that this expression is valid. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please do like and share my video, and please subscribe my channel for further videos. Thank you so much.